How do I create an actor that chooses a random static mesh every time we launch the game? By this, we mean every time the game starts, the player looks like the actor and it looks different. To do this, pick any project in Unreal Engine, go to your content browser in the place of your choice, right-click, Blueprint Class, and Actor. I'm going to call this one Random Mesh Actor. Once you've done that, double-click, go to the top left where we have the Add Components button, click on it, and you should see Static Mesh. If you don't see it, just search it at the top. Click on Static Mesh, name it anything you want. I'm going to call this one Random Mesh, and you can leave it as Static Mesh if you prefer. Go down to the variables at the left hand side, click on the plus variable, and I'm going to call this one List of Meshes. You can call this again anything you want. At the top right, you should have a variable type. Click on it, type in Static Mesh, and what you want is the Static Mesh object reference. Now this is a variable, which means it can only store one value. What you want to do is click on the house icon here and change it into an array. That means it can store a list of items in it. Now, to get the default values, you need to compile your blueprint. So at the top left here, where you have the compile, click on it, and the list of meshes should appear. You want to press the plus button as many times as you need in terms of static meshes. So set your static meshes. I'm going to choose stairs, pillar, cone, and let's say cylinder. There we go. Now what you want to do is press compile again, go to your event graph. So if you see it up here, it would be here, but if you don't see it, it would be just on the left hand side here. What you need is your begin play, so you can get rid of the other two. Now drag in your list of meshes from the variables section, press get, and drag out, type in random. What you need is random array item. So this gives you a random static mesh from the array that you've just made. Now also bring in your random mesh or static mesh from the scene itself, drag out from it, type in static mesh, and you should have a set static mesh just here. Click on that, connect this to your begin play. So I'm going to have my begin play go to setting up the static mesh for this random mesh that we have in the actor. Now what this wants is a new mesh to set it up with. What we are doing here is we are getting a random mesh from our list and we are setting up the static mesh. This should be all good. You just press compile, close this down, and go to your scene. Now what you want to do is drag out this random mesh actor anywhere in the world. Then press play, and as you can see, we have the cylinder this time. If I press play again, the pillar, cylinder again, cone. Now what you also can do is have multiple of these in multiple actors from this actor in the scene, so you can bring out as many as you want, and these would all look random. See, if I start it again, see we have the stairs here, and you can actually climb the stairs if the collisions are set. You can jump on the cylinders, but you have to make sure the collisions are set up properly before you can interact with these. I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you on the next one.